This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Buy any window, patio door, or entry door and get the next one for 40% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 whole months. Ooh. Head on over to renewalbyandersen.com to learn more about this deal now. Philadelphia Sheriff's Office spent thousands on a mascot, catering, and other things. Still in Philadelphia, the city's Office of Homeless Services was found to have deliberately overspent millions. More pharmacy deserts are popping up around the state, and a pink moon is on the rise. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. Philadelphia Sheriff Rochelle Bilal has called her office underfunded, so much so that she can't even buy supplies for her deputies, reports the Philadelphia Inquirer. And yet the office managed to tap into an internal bank account to spend over $9,000 on the creation of its Deputy Sheriff Justice mascot, $20,000 on food and catering, $8,000 on DJs and other entertainment, and about $40,000 on payments to companies that supply branded merchandise. This fund contains revenue from fees the office charges for services like evictions and writs, meaning these expenses technically violate provisions in the city's home rule charter, and thereby should technically be turned over to city coffers and allocated by the mayor and city council, as it is all technically public money. Yet the office continues to spend this quote-unquote slush fund money skirting Philadelphia's regulations. Bilal, during last week's city council budget hearing, requested a nearly 40% increase to the office's budget, which would amount to an additional $12.6 million. Still in Philadelphia, leaders of the city's Office of Homeless Services, which oversees sheltering the city's homeless population, quote-unquote, knowingly overspent millions of dollars of taxpayer money for multiple years, reports the Philadelphia Inquirer. The preliminary findings of a probe into the office led by Inspector General Alexander F. DeSantis claim the office was so driven by a mission that money became an afterthought, leading to the deliberate spending of funds which outpaced the office's growth. For example, the Inquirer itself in a separate report found that the office repeatedly contracted shelters and homeless services providers that cost more than its yearly budget, leading to underestimated costs and then a delay in payment to contractors even. In fact, the office exceeded its budget by about $15 million. While this investigation is still going on, DeSantis has said that no evidence of criminal acts or self-enrichment have been found. Over 300 pharmacies closed in the United States within the first 3 months of this year, states the Center Square. 70 of those were in Pennsylvania, and 30 of those were independent. This phenomenon has led to what's known as pharmacy deserts, when people in rural areas have to travel more than 5 miles and those in urban areas 1 mile in order to get pharmaceutical care, popping up around the state. Bills put forward to both the State House and Senate are looking to mitigate this issue to create more oversight of pharmacy benefit managers, those who administer contracts between insurance providers and pharmacies to set the costs of medication, as these high costs can cause smaller pharmacies to close while other bigger brands like Caremark dominate the market. Further information regarding these bills remains pending. April's full moon rises tonight, says PennLive. This moon is called the pink moon, not unfortunately because of its color, but because of the pink flowers that tend to bloom this time of year. This moon will rise around the same time the Lyrid meteor shower, one of the world's oldest known, will peak, so the sky will be full of a lot of treats you can feast your eyes upon tonight. That's all for today. For even more Pennsylvania news and beyond, drop by PennLive.com. And please remember to rate this podcast wherever you stream it, and to email me at todayinpa@PennLive.com with any thoughts you may have. Thanks in advance, and of course, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and we'll talk tomorrow during more Today in PA. This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Buy any window, patio door, or entry door and get the next one for 40% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 whole months. Ooh. Head on over to renewalbyandersen.com to learn more about this deal now.